Guys, it's no secret. Barbell Apparel is my go-to clothing brand. Why do you ask? Well, I'll tell you, because with an athletic build, good luck trying to find clothes that fit properly. Barbell Apparel was built for guys like me. And right now, Barbell Apparel is running their biggest sale ever. Their anything pants, jeans, and chinos are all on sale for just $99. That's $50 below what you will pay the rest of the year. Trust me, Barbell pants are amazing. They're incredibly comfortable and give you the complete freedom of movement. Everything else on their site is 20% off. I wear their polos all the time, and Barbell Stealth hoodies are my favorite. The fabric, the construction, the fit, everything's exactly as it should be. Barbell has sold out 7 years in a row, and 2021 is no exception. So head over to barbellapparel.com. Do it right now and grab yourself some awesome athletic fit clothing before this once-a-year sale is over. Or just click on the link below. John Kavanagh. You guys know who Coach Kavanagh is, right? One of the most respected coaches, not only in the sport, in the history of the sport. We got to give Coach Kavanagh his due, but he came out with a suggestion today. Did you guys hear this? Coach Kavanagh is suggesting that Gunnar Nelson fight Chimaev. Now, that's amazing. I'm in. I'm right in. I feel as though that fight should go to Neil Magny. In all fairness, Neil Magny spoke up at the right time when he was the only time. That's what I think, but I'm not getting my way. Because that fight hasn't been announced, and Magny asked for it a meaningful amount of time ago. Now, things can happen, things can change today, things can change tomorrow. I get it, MMA moves quickly. Set that aside. Are you guys aware of Coach Kavanagh's relationship with Gunnar Nelson? Coach Kavanagh is Gunnar Nelson's coach. That changes everything. If Coach Kavanagh came out with an opinion, you'd want to hear it. Somebody for Chimaev, you'd want to hear that. I do it every day, and you guys want to hear it. Well, here's who should be fighting so-and-so. You guys want to hear it? This is his own coach. That changes everything. Gunnar Nelson, on some nights, I could go back and watch Gunnar film, and I could point, okay, on that night, and then I could point to other points on the calendar where he would have been the champion of the world. I could take guys at 170 who won the belt on certain given evenings in MMA past that would not have beat the Gunnar Nelson on certain nights. Now, Gunnar is also terribly consistent. People think that he's not. He is. You're wrong about that. But he consistently has problems with one position. I'm not going to say what that is. Gunnar knows what it is. Coach Kavanagh will know. Those guys can work on it. But I'm only sharing with you. He is very consistent. He does not have anxiety. The brights don't get too light. He doesn't shut down in the big moments. He has problems physically, not mentally, with a position, which, by the way, the last time got exposed was over 3 years ago. Which means if he agrees with me and he knows what that position is, he could have solved that problem by now. And Gunnar, forget the whole damn story. Gunnar Nelson's coach wants Gunnar in there with Chimaev. What else do I need to tell you? What else would possibly need to be built? I'm just sharing with you. To say you're going to go take Gunnar Nelson down. Okay, great. No problem. But if you can actually be the one to go and do it, right? Or to say, well, I'm going to pass the guard of Gunnar and I'm going to knee right him, I'm going to keep him down. Okay, great. But to be the one to do it, you got to get through hell. Before you can get your hands on Gunnar Nelson, he got the weird stance. He's turning the hips. He's coming orthodox. He's coming southpaw. His hands are down here when your sparring partners are all up here. You get one look at this guy. He's going to throw a kick. He's going to hit you with a straight. He's going to hurt you for sure. Can you get through that, get your hands on him, and still get him the positions that you want? That's the question. It's a very straightforward question. It turns out that Chimaev's pretty good at doing that, but we've also never seen Chimaev have to pay a price for doing that. Gunnar will make you pay a price. How are you going to deal with that? That alone makes that fight compelling for me. I don't need to know the outcome. We don't need to have a big back and forth on who's ranked where and who. I don't need to do that. I do need to see the first 30 seconds of that fight. Is Chimaev going to see through those attacks, eat one, hard one, deal with it? Great. I need to see that he can do that. Or is he not? Because if he's not, now Chimaev's on his feet. And guys, I'm hearing things on this guy. I'm hearing things that I want to share with you. I'm thinking about going to the gym. Chimaev, when he comes to town, goes into Las Vegas and trains. And I'm thinking about slipping out there with a camera. Because I am being told on very good authority, and I mean some beautiful, impressive names if I was to drop them for you, how good Chimaev is on his feet. Punching, and I'll give you one of the names, Alexander Gustafsson. I can share that one with you because Gustafsson has shared that with you. Gustafsson has vouched for the stand-up and kickboxing abilities of Chimaev. Because it's not what we've seen, we automatically within our minds defer to he can't do it. Because we haven't been shown it, we believe that it doesn't exist. My mind does the same thing. I get it. It's just what we do as viewers. But we have been proven over time, particularly with the greats, that it's just not accurate. The story on George St. Pierre was if he goes in there with a wrestler that he can't take down, he's going to lose. And then it happened. It was a great wrestler by the name of Matt Hughes. George kicked him in the head, knocked him out, and took his belt away. We go, oh, I guess the guy can fight on his feet. He just prefers not to. Now, that's a big difference. Chimaev has showed us what he prefers to do. What I'm submitting for you is somewhere, sooner rather than later, he's going to be in there with somebody where he doesn't get to demonstrate his preference. He's going to have to turn to plan B. What's available? What can I do? Sooner or later, we're going to see Chimaev standing up. And that day might be the day that our jaws drop and we go, my goodness, this guy's as good as the hype. And it might be a day where we say, here's the holes in his game. We don't know. The unknown is fascinating, though, as a fan. Fan being short for fanatic. Finding out things that you don't know. That's a fascinating journey. Speculating, debating with your friends in the living room as Bruce Buffer says these guys' names before they go out there and do battle. Seeing if your prediction right or their prediction was right. And now, not only do you have a big name, Gunnar Nelson's a big name. I don't believe he's ranked right now. I can't recall when the last time he fought was. And I don't mean that to disrespect if he fought in the last month. I apologize, but it wasn't a main card fight, and I didn't see it. And I'm just speaking candidly. I can't recall the last time that he fought. However, and therefore I don't believe that Gunnar's ranked. However, do you want a ranked guy or do you want a known guy? Because there's a lot of guys. I don't know what Gunnar is ranked. I know who Gunnar Nelson is. There's plenty of guys in the top 15. I don't know what they're ranked, but I also don't know who in the hell they are. In all fairness, sometimes you get in one of these positions. Do you really want the top ranked guy or do you want the bigger name? Because it's going to be perception. You've got this nucleus of MMA, 15% of our community known as the hardcore, that will know what somebody's ranked. But you make your living on the 85%, the casual, that is likely to have seen Gunnar before, heard Gunnar's name before. Now you go in there and you get the jump on that guy. It's very different. And fighters always say, I want to fight the highest ranked guy. What a stupid thing to say. I want to fight the most famous guy. That's who I want to fight. Now, I'm not smart enough to know that. It's not that I'm too dumb to say it. I'm not smart enough to know it. I'm not smart enough to know that that's the answer. So I'm going to say what I believe is the correct, which is give me the highest ranked guy. What do you want to fight a ranked guy for? For what? He's more likely, according to a ranking, to whip your ass than somebody else. You want to fight the most famous guy. And if you're in Chimaev's spot, and right now the idea is exposure, right now the idea is to get out to the masses. I'm talking about this nucleus of 15%. 100% of that 15% knows exactly who Khamzat Chimaev is. Chimaev now needs to branch out, which he's doing at a very rapid pace, but it would greatly serve him more, instead of fighting whoever's ranked number 3, number 4, number 7, to fight some Gunnar Nelson. Get in a battle of names, don't get a battle of rankings. Particularly if you're Chimaev and you're undefeated, and Dana already said it didn't happen until 2023. Okay, great. Why would I want the hardest fights possible then? If I'm not going to get my way for at least 12 months, give me the easiest path for the next 12 months that I can get. Now, Chimaev's never going to say something like that. I'm sharing with you that it should be in the back of your head. But the same way that a fighter doesn't say it and what comes out of his mouth is the highest rank, that's because the fighter doesn't know. The fighter's a dum-dum. He doesn't know what he's saying. Nobody's pulling him aside. He pays 10% to a manager and 10% to the trainer. He pays 0% to creative control. There is nobody on TV, on any channel, on any network that doesn't have a creative department except for the fighters. So when the fighter hands the manager 10%, the manager ought to have a creative control, but they don't have it. Why would you want to fight the highest ranked guy? Say the guy's name. Say his name. You want to know why you don't say his name? Because you don't know his name. No one knows the rankings, including you. So you say the highest ranked guy. I'm telling you now, I don't believe Gunnar Nelson is ranked. I don't believe he's fought in a period of time. But of all the names that I've heard that are possible opponents for Chimaev, none of them stands out more to me than Gunnar. Does anybody disagree?